Great. I'm joined by Daly, our strategy coach. Danny, we did go down to the Swans on the weekend, but it was quite a big battle. How did you see it as in the coaching group?
Look, again, it was another disappointing result for the club and the fans. It was another one we thought that probably got away from us in the end. But Sydney are obviously a very good side and been a good side for a long period of time, and will be right up there in September. So, the players' effort was outstanding. Our contested ball stuff was pretty good on the night, bar the first quarter. But again, it was just, as I said earlier, one of those ones where we feel like it got away from us, and quite frankly, we could have probably got the win. So encouraged by the performance, but also disappointed by the result.
I guess you mentioned contested ball. It's been one of our big focuses this season, and Sydney is someone that we can definitely match against. How did the coaches see it in the end?
Yeah, look, again, the conditions probably suited the style of play that Sydney like to have, a contested type situation. The rain came down quite heavily before the game, but it made it quite a contested game and a stoppage game. So we handled ourselves quite well around the stoppages. We won clearances by +12. Probably the area where they got us in contested ball was in their defensive 50, their ground balls. I think we were -22 for the game, which isn't ideal, and they were able to rebound a lot of their attacks from the fence because we just weren't able to match it in that part of the ground. But outside of that, we matched it with Sydney, who are right up there, number 1 or 2 in contested balls. So again, from that area, it was quite encouraging, but we've just got to improve ourselves around our ground ball situations.
And just talk us through about our inside 50 options. We did get it down there a lot, but just couldn't capitalise.
Yeah, our first half we were quite disappointed. We only got the ball inside 50 16 times, which isn't enough in a game of footy. But the second half we were able to, outmatch Sydney. I think we were +15 in inside 50s, and especially the last quarter, we got the ball in there repeatedly. I think we ended up with 29 forward half turnovers, which is a good reflection of a side. But we couldn't punish the opposition. We weren't able to use the ball going back inside 50 smartly enough. We dropped about 3 marks inside 50 in the last quarter. And again, they won some ground balls. So whilst we won inside 50 battle and had more scoring shots than the opposition, we just weren't able to punish them on the scoreboard. And again, our set shots weren't great. I think we kicked 4 goals 7 from set shots. The opposition kicked 6 goals 3, and there lies a difference on the day, unfortunately.
Is that a big focus for us again this week, our goal kicking?
Yeah, it will be. And again, the conditions, people might say, played a part, but when you've got set shots from 25, 30 metres out, you expect our boys to be able to kick those. So it will be something we'll work on this week. We played Etihad under the roof, hopefully. So it's an area where we just got to get better at, because you've got to punish the opposition. Like when you get the opportunity for set shots on goal, you just got to take those opportunities. So yeah, we'll be doing a lot of work on that this week.
A great positive for us on the weekend was our backline pressure, in particular Harris Andrews, who had 23 spoils, a new AFL record, and Darcy Gardner matching up on Buddy Franklin, keeping him to 1 goal. How did you guys see it in the coach's box?
Yeah, Dizzy did an outstanding job. I think he was a bit shocked when Fags told him he was going to be playing on Buddy, but a few weeks previous he played on Jeremy Cameron at GWS, and I think Fags, knowing Buddy as well as he did, thought that Dizzy would be a good matchup for him, because he's not overly strong in so far as contested marks, but his ability to get up the ground and get back, just thought that Dizzy was probably a little bit of a better matchup than Harris, and did an outstanding job. It's probably, if not best on ground, close to best on ground, and performed his role extremely well, which allowed Harris to play, on McCartan and drop off and assist him in the air, and he was able to, as you said, have 23 spoils. Hopefully he doesn't spoil too much, and probably should take a few more marks for us, but he's had a great season, Harris, and he's a young leader of our footy club, and he just performs week in, week out. So our defenders did an outstanding job on the weekend. They had 51 inside 50s and scored 10 goals 7 or whatever it was. So to keep the opposition to 30% success rate going inside 50 is a credit to the work they're doing back there.
Great, and we've got North Melbourne this weekend, and we've had some good battles with them last year as well. What are you expecting? Yeah,
they're in good form, the Kangas. Been watching a fair bit of them over the last couple of days, and they're not too dissimilar to Sydney, to be honest. They like the contested ball game. They're quite good with their offence, keep the ball moving, and like to play, long down the line and win the contest and get it into their 3 big tools, Brown, Waite and Mason, who are, a dangerous trio. So our defenders will need to be on song this week, but, we expect a real hard, brutal contested ball game, and we just need to get our game back up and going from a ball movement perspective, but be able to try and match them at the contested ball as well. So it's another challenge for us, but we enjoy going down to Melbourne and having our Melbourne fans come and watch us. So again, we're playing a pretty good brand of football and quite competitive. So hopefully we can provide that again this week and get the 4 points.